please.
Give us
Pakistanis
visa.
are not terrorists.
That's very sad, and I hate it. Sometimes it just causes so much stress on my mental health.
And they put your problem
Exactly.
on their head.
What am I even doing? I'm not competing with anyone out there.
There is no way that someone will kick me in the face and I will not get pissed.
It's bigger than that.
She's on a mission.
I haven't done anything. As a woman, we have to fight for our freedom.
I'm
What
scared.
if someone point a gun on you? I love Anita Karim. Yeah.
And that's actually the problem.
I was just scared, I wanted to create that legacy as well.
Doctor of punches.
Yeah, this is something I want to do. But I don't know how to boil eggs. I wanted to beat the shit out of them.
You want to kill yourself like that?
Yeah. Hello.
Breaking stereotypes while inspiring the nation. Today we're meeting Pakistan's first MMA fighter from Azad Jammu Kashmir. I know you're wondering, Azad Jammu Kashmir. It's the Jammu part of Pakistan, not the India one. Just a little bit of correction. So today I am here with Saria Khan. I hope she doesn't beat me on my show today. Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you for coming on the show today. It's so difficult to get a hold of you, because you're always busy. So you chose a little perfect time for me to have you on my show. So thank you so much for coming. So we're gonna have a little a rapid fire question before we start, just to warm up.
Okay, cool.
So you can get your head straight and be in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, tea or coffee?
Tea.
Tea. Okay. Are you faster or your coach is faster than you?
My coaches.
But don't you think that you can out fast your coach if you train perfectly?
I mean, I can, of course. But for the sake of respect, and my coach will be watching it later on. So yeah, my coach.
Okay. Okay, good one. Good answer. Morning workout or night workout?
Night workout.
Why?
So I have university in mornings.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much occupied with that. I work at night, so I need my rest time. I'm not a morning person. It's just someone has to take me out forcefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who is your favorite fighter of all time? Be it female, male, anybody?
I think I'll talk from Pakistan. I love Anita Karim. Yeah, she was the inspiration. So yeah, she is the first female fighter from Pakistan.
Okay.
So I'll take her name. I have a lot of favorite fighters in UFC and one championship all over the world, but I would want to name someone from Pakistan. So
okay, nice. Fair enough. So yeah, driving to our main course meal of video today. I mean, growing up from Azad Jammu Kashmir, what inspires you to go into MMA fighting? Growing up there, it's a small town, with so many troubles here and there, shooting and killings and all that. A little girl coming from that part of Pakistan.
Yeah.
I would love to know what drives you to the desire to be an MMA fighter.
Yeah. I think being Kashmiri, fighting is in our blood because of the state situation.
Okay.
But if I talk about the sport itself, I had no idea what MMA is when I was in Kashmir. Back in childhood, we loved to watch wrestling together. So WWE, which is kind of fake wrestling,
fake wrestling.
And later on, we found out it's fake and all, and it was we were very mad about it. But yeah, we were a big fan of it. Our families, relatives, my father, cousins, we used to sit and watch it for hours. Being young, I was skinny, a bit sensitive, and my cousins would put submissions and lock on me, throw me here and there. And I was like, why am I not able to do this back, So I think I was curious. And while growing up, I saw that there's no opportunities for women, for support, any kind of support. You were able to play sports inside your school, and also just badminton and stuff. From a certain age, they were like, oh, now you have grown up, so you can't play football, you can't play cricket and all of that. So I don't know, badminton for them was a feminine kind of support, so I don't understand that as well. But yeah. So I was doing Quran Hifz in a Madrasa, where I got to know that one of our senior, a male senior, who was doing kickboxing. I was very inspired because when you are doing Hifz in a Madrasa, a lot of taboos are with you. You know, you have to be a certain way. So I was very curious, how come someone from here and also doing Hifz, he's doing kickboxing? So I approached him, I asked him a lot, and he told me that there are no females here and you won't be able to do it here. So if you move out, might you have, you get more opportunities. So I was in my 9th grade and I told my sister, I want to try boxing. Because for me, I thought boxing would be more safer, although it's not. But I had in my head that, it would be more easier to do. And I went to Islamabad for a while. And my sister, fortunately, she knew head coaches of Fight Fortress. So Fight Fortress are the pioneers of mixed martial arts in Pakistan. And then I started going there. I think in Kashmir, I had a very isolated kind of life because women at a certain time, they're not going outside. They do not have whereabouts outside of their home.
Are born to something.
Yeah, exactly. So I was first time I had this exposure of, being with the community, socializing and all of that. So it was pretty new for me. And before that, I was going through a lot of health issues. And I realized that how my body within a month or two has changed. Yet again, I was not into MMA. My coaches there told me, what if you switched and started doing MMA? And I was just scared, And I think fast forward from there, it just stayed with me. I went back to Kashmir and I had this in my mind that this is something that I want to pursue. There's something inside me because while growing up, there were so many issues of harassment and all of that, back and forth. Being a female,
difficult.
Exactly. And in return to that, I was not able to fight for me. I was not able to say something. But only training for a month or two, it changed me. I was so confident that I knew that if someone said something to me, I'm going to beat the shit out of this person.
Okay.
So that, I think, stayed with me. And I was like, this is something that I want to do. And I also wanted to do something different because there was no one doing it from Kashmir. And I wanted to create that legacy as well. So, I think that's how it started.
I mean, being the first... How lonely was it starting being the first MMA fighter from Azad Jammu Kashmir? It's actually lonely. You'll be like, oh, I'm the only person doing this. I'm the first person doing this. What challenges do you face starting your journey as an MMA fighter? Yeah,
I think a lot of people may feel very proud of being the first and only, but for me, it's a sad reality, just so many girls around you, but you're just one and only doing something. And it was quite lonely because till now there are no fighters from Kashmir. I have been trying my best to create that environment. So the people in Rawalakot specifically, where I belong from, they are not used to different things. So they are not okay with different things coming on their way, be it as anything, the restaurant culture, the tourist, and if we talk about sports, they don't understand. They take a lot of time to understand that something new is better. So people there were not okay about it. Even my relatives, they were very confused. What is she even doing? Training with boys, training with men, and all of that. My own family was really nice with all of it. They were very supportive. They only had concern about my studies. They do not want me to leave studies. And get into something like this. So that was a bit trouble. But apart from that, I think the family support meant everything to me. A lot of people till now call my mother and say her that, what is she even doing? Have you seen her social media and all of that? Is she even okay? Like, are you okay with it? Like, letting her do all of it? So my mother even doesn't tell me sometimes. She laughs about it. So I think that's the support I needed, and I'm very grateful for that.
I mean, like a lot of people, that's the mistake people have been making. They are ready to tear you apart about your own personal journey.
Exactly.
They're ready to tear you apart about your own dreams. Like, we all have our dreams.
Yes.
We all have our wants and our need. We know what is better for us. Fortunately, our parents are existing. Alhamdulillah, your parents are still alive and all that. They have lived their own life. They have done things that they wanted to achieve. They had goals when they were growing up as well. So you having your own goals, it's for you to pursue what you love. I mean, parents in most South Asian countries, like, they get to, barricade their kids from what they want to pursue. I have seen so many people that actually want to be a pilot, but because their dad said go be be something else, go be a military guy, go that, and they get stuck in the body trap.
Yeah.
Because now they are not following what they want. They are following what is told to them to be. And that's actually the problem. I mean, I would love to, get rid of that barricade whereby you cannot chase your own dreams because of your parents. I mean, we should be able to do something that works for us.
Yeah, exactly.
But while doing the thing that works for you, you should also think that, okay, while I'm doing this, would it yield any great thing out of this?
Yeah.
Because if people are telling you to be this and you're disputing with them that, no, you don't want to be this, I want to be that, you have to bring a very successful outcome out of it.
Exactly.
So that they don't have what to say.
Exactly.
So, I mean, the people that are watching us, if you want to chase your dreams and you don't want to listen to what people tell you to do, make sure that the dream that you're chasing would yield you good outcome so that you can shut the people up. Because if it doesn't bring any good outcome, then they would always say, we were right anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
We told you not to do this, we told you not to do that. So, I mean, the sports that you chose, you're female in Pakistan. That's two things. You're a female and you're an MMA fighter in Pakistan.
Yeah, in Pakistan.
Yeah, in Pakistan. Do you think, that this sport has a stereotype, being a female in Pakistan, that you want to break? There would be one stereotype, being the female MMA fighter in Pakistan, that you want to break, that you don't like. What people say that, maybe someone says, why is she a female MMA fighter? Why is she doing MMA, being a female? She's supposed to be inside. She's supposed to be cooking. She's supposed to be cleaning. There should be one stereotype that you want to break, being a female MMA fighter in Pakistan. What would that be?
I think there are a lot of, and you have mentioned them, but I feel like there's one stereotype that I hate. I hate it so much, and I talk much about it.
Okay.
And that's because people perceive it as a men's sport, and they think that this is something that only men can do. Okay. And when females step into it, because we have different weight classes, we have different body types, we dress up differently, we do some kind of makeup and all of that. This is something so odd that there are a lot of female I know that they have changed themselves completely. They dress up a certain way. They do not do makeup anymore. They, dress up, which is okay. I do not mind. I do not judge you. But then why people have to come up to me and judge me, that because you are a certain way, you do not look like MMA fighter. You cannot be MMA fighter. You do not have any strength. So they are taking a perspective of me just because of how I'm dressing, which is so odd because I have been training 6-7 years now. And then you are just judging me over something. How do I look? How my life is, So I think that's very sad and I hate it. Sometimes it just causes so much stress on my mental health. I do not want to change myself. There was a time when I stepped into MMA, I cut my hair short. I shaved my hair from one side. I did all of that. And it was just affecting me. I felt like that I'm losing myself. Yeah. And then I got back to my feminine side. And I think I want to tell people that your feminine side is powerful.
It's powerful.
You do not have to be masculine to be powerful. They're two different things. There's no fight between masculinity and femininity. So I think we should embrace it.
With what you just said, this just drives something out. Do not be a people pleaser. Please yourself. Which this drives me to my next question. What is more harder, taking punches in the cage or facing criticism outside of cage?
Fighting is so difficult, of course, but that's something I love to do. I enjoy it, so I love to take punches on my face. But the criticism, no, I hate it, I think. At some point, you're okay with it. You are like, okay, let it be. But at times, it just affects your mental health. So I think that's more difficult because people are so insensitive. And it's just so sad. The world we live in, they're just not kind to you. So it's sad,
I'll give you a fun fact. Do you know that the people that actually criticize you, their life is basically shit?
Exactly.
Like their life is more worse than a beggar's life because all they do is let another person live rent-free in their head. They all carry their own problem, holding their problems in their hand, and they put your problem
Exactly.
on their head.
Exactly.
And I see no reason why you criticize someone that is doing better than you.
Yeah, and they have never taken a punch inside the cage, right? So yeah, that proves our point.
You're good. Trust me, you're good. You don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, still, you're a female in Pakistan doing this. You would have faced so many backlashes from your friends, you know. Have you lost friends? Have you lost, you know, close ones that are saying, oh, is Saria Khan doing? We don't like what she's doing. She's exposing our body while fighting all this. You know, we are in Islamic Republic of Pakistan.
Yeah.
So have you faced any backlash from your close ones? You know, facing backlash is a different thing when it comes from a close friend or a family relative.
Yeah.
It eats you more.
Yeah.
So have you ever witnessed that?
I think not in front of me, clearly. It's just a lot of people, I understood that they're not understanding what I'm doing, and we set our ways apart. And I've lost a lot of friends in the process. From the family perspective, because I was always just worried about my intimate family. I do not really care about my relatives. Although there are a lot of relatives now that they support me. They are now, say that they're inspired and all of that love they show me. But when I was starting, it was a lot on my mental health. Specifically, not just because what I was doing inside the gym, because they don't know, what I'm doing, what kind of training it is. But like, just because I was posting on social media. That was a bigger problem. The kind of clothes I'm wearing, I'm training with men. So that was a big problem for them. Like, why are you training with men? And I was like, why don't you understand that I'm only one female in my gym, and there are two others, and like barely any females inside MMA gym. So yeah, I have to train with men apparently.
There are no females to train with anyway.
So sorry.
That's fine. So have you ever, for one, doubted yourself and be like, oh, am I really in the right place that I'm supposed to be? Am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Sometimes it's all those things comes with doubt. When you're the only person doing one particular thing. You start feeling like, oh, am I rightfully meant to be here? Do I have to do this? Am I in the right place? Then if you have faced that doubt, how did you get to overcome it?
I think I have been through that phases many times. First time when my father got sick with cancer, so he was really sick. And all of those days, I was taking my time out to go to training. And, I was not able to spend a lot of time with him. Even though up till his last breath, he kept saying that, to my mother and my family, that let her go to the gym, let her do this. He was very supportive and kind. But I think I kept questioning myself at that time, that because when you get into MMA, you have to make so many sacrifices. You cannot spend a lot of time with family, although you do your best. So, because that was like prime time of my MMA, and I was also young and naive, you just don't know. So I think that was kind of making me guilty a lot for the longer time. Although my father had nothing regrets to myself. He never said that, that I don't like you going to gym. He was very supportive. He would say, you should take your time out because it's also good for your mental health. That time, and then when he passed away, and I after a few days, I went to the gym.
Sorry, I hope I didn't open any wound. I'm sorry about that.
So I started going to the gym after a few days. So my family was very mad at me, even my sisters. She was like, is this even a time that you have to go to the gym? And that was my only escape. And after later on, I just started questioning myself that, is it for me? Like, what am I even doing? Like, would there be any kind of outcome out of it? Like, and then what if I regret it later on in life? So that one phase. And second time, because my education, I got very affected on all the process, even though I'm doing my bachelor's, but my class fellows, they have completed their bachelor's and master's, and I'm still doing my bachelor's. So I was little behind for the people. I mean, I don't care being behind or something. That's not something in my head space, but then my jaw got broken in a fight. So I went to 2 surgeries, and for a 1.5 year, I was out of the support. And at that time, I was like, oh my God, I should have done what if I left my studies? Like, what if I've never listened to my parents? Like, this was just because of my parents that I kept continuing my studies. Then I would be like nowhere. I would have been stuck.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't been done MMA. I have not been studying. Like, what am I even doing? So I think there were two phases that this has happened to me. But then I have realized one thing, that this is not a race. I mean, I'm not competing with anyone out there in a race that in a certain age. Because when I was 17 and I started MMA and I turned 18, I had these goals that when I would turn 18, I would do this. When I would 20, I would be 21, I will become champion, you know, world champion and all of that. Because, of course, because of these things that happened in my life, the goals changed. I had to stop. I had to take the breaks and all of that. So I just understood that there is no race. I do not have to tell people or please the whole world that I am this, or I have this title or everything. It's just my own journey, and I'll take it as slow or fast as I want it to be. Yeah. So
I mean, I'm just curious. Who is Saria Khan outside the cage? You know, a lot of people that follows you, they be like, okay, who's this person? You know, outside the cage, you're a different person. Inside the cage, you're a different person. So who is Saria Khan outside the cage?
I'm a very fun person.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like inside the cage is a different kind of personality where people think of me as an inspiration, as a very strong woman. They tell me that I'm this and that. Outside the cage, I'm an emotional person. I would cry at little things. Literally, just a few days back, one of my street dog, the CDA, took him away. And I kept my I bawled my eyes out because of him. So that's Saria. Like, I would cry for so many little things. I would watch a movie and cry my heart out. And I feel like I'm very kind towards people. Yeah.
So Saria Khan is actually emotional.
A very emotional person. Yeah. A lot of my coaches and my teammates who know this, they would tell me in the start when I was training, Saria, if you do not keep your emotions out of your cage, it would be very difficult for you to stay in MMA. And I know they were right, because multiple times, because of my emotional state, I was not able to train. I was just drained. Yeah. But I kept trying.
That's fair. That's fair. So if you would advise a non-Pakistani or a Pakistani girl that wants to learn from martial arts, what will be the advice?
I think if you're... every girl out there should learn mixed martial arts for the perspective of self-defense. It's really good. But if someone is getting into it because they want to become a fighter, they have to notice that it takes a lot of sacrifices. There would be a lot of backlash, a lot of people coming your way, putting you down. But you have to understand that it's bigger than that, you know, your goals, your passion. I tell this to everyone, that if you are not ready to make sacrifices, do not go into this. And for men and women both, this is what MMA demands, a lot of sacrifices.
I mean, I box, but I don't think I can do MMA, because there is no way that someone will kick me in the face and I would not get pissed. I would run outside and look for a stick to eat back the face, because, oh my God, I mean, it's okay to punch me, but there's a way that you'd kick me on the back of my head or somewhere, maybe my stomach or something. Yo, I'll get pissed. I'll be like, you can't get it. Like, do you want to kill me or something like that? Yeah. I mean, I would fly up. Because, short temper, short temper.
MMA takes a lot of patience, I am a very impatient person outside the cage, but MMA had tested my patience every day and force. So,
I mean, there will be some moments that you would receive some certain types of kicks that you don't like, maybe someone hit you where you don't like. Yeah. And how did you contain that emotion? Mostly you're like to charge the person with a very angry face, like, but how do you contain that emotion?
So I think we do these drills when we are training with our teammates and all of that. So our coaches are always telling us that you go light, go more intense and all of that. I am the kind of person who used to be very aggressive, punching everyone, like I'm gonna kill them, that kind of aggression. So I think my coaches really helped me to lower it down, because it does not help in fights. You have to be a little aggressive. Of course, it's a violent sport, but you cannot take aggression over your mind, because if you do that, you cannot show your skill. You cannot show your technique. You're only showing your anger, and it's just multiple times it would lose you fight.
Lose a fight.
Yeah. And I have gotten mad a lot of times. I was fighting and someone hit me on my jaw and my jaw got broken in the first round. First round. And I knew my jaw is broken. I'm telling my coach it's broken. And then I I was like, why didn't I knock out? Because when you punch someone on your jaw or something, you definitely knock out. And I am okay. I am there. And I completed that fight till third round. So you understand how much aggression should be on my head.
Oh my God, I can't
Like
take
from
it.
first to third round with a broken jaw. But
Did you win the fight though?
no, I lost on the scene, of course, the hurt
because
and
of-
damage
yeah,
and all
yeah,
of that. But till the end, I understood that it's all the game of, being composed.
So,
no anger.
That's fine. So how many matches have you fought internationally?
I haven't fought any match internationally yet. Most of my fights are on national level. I have done an international camp in Thailand. Twice I got an opportunity to fight internationally, but having a Pakistani passport, I did not get the visa. And it's just not me. A lot of my teammates do not get the visa. So twice my fight got cancelled. And the third time I had my jaw broken, so I could not travel because of that. So yeah, this year I am trying my best to get into an international
All
fight.
the countries in the world, please.
Give us
Pakistanis
visa.
are not terrorists. Pakistanis are not coming to your country to view it. Please grant our visas. Grant our visas so that she can fight
Please.
international. Please, we're begging you. We're good people. She's a good person. Please grant their visas.
Yeah.
I mean, just out of curiosity, while you were growing up as a kid, you would have wanted a career that you choose to be. Growing up, your mentality steady changes. You start thinking about stuff that you want to be. But there should be one career that you're like, okay, maybe I wanted to be a doctor, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a pilot. You didn't just choose MMA, did you?
No, I wanted to become a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
doctor of punches.
Yeah, I really wanted to become doctor. And it's so funny. Once I went to an army hospital and I
Okay.
saw the girls wearing saris.
Okay.
So the doctors are wearing saris in an
Okay.
army hospital. And I got inspired. I'm like, this is something I want to do. But yeah, when I was in 10th grade, I understood that I cannot study like doctors. Like, that's not something that I can do.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll go into something that's related to health. So I choose health service management. And before that, I wanted to get into sports psychology and all of that. But unfortunately, there's no such subject in Pakistan. So yeah, I just switched to health service
Fair
management.
enough. There are so many disadvantages here in Pakistan
Yeah.
for females, actually.
Yeah.
If you are opportune, maybe you are sitting in a political stand or you
okay.
have money enough to change the opportunities that female athletes in Pakistan have, what would that be?
I think for one that if I was in that kind of state, I would love for them to have more sponsorships, more funding, because it gets very difficult for female to spend most of the time within the gym and then go work. Like, because for me, I was like fortunate enough that I was able to work at night time. But for the female in Pakistan, it's so difficult to go at night outside and start working. So I think that's something that I would really want to do, that they have that financial ability that they would be able to go to the gym and do all of those things and did not have to worry of all of this. And then more opportunities for female. Till now, there are fight events and there are only one female card, one or twice. And that too with so much difficulties. Till the end, you will not... till the end, you will not find the opponent. For women, for us, the weight cut is so difficult and we will be always stuck when to weight cut, what to do. So less opportunities. I feel like I would be giving a lot of more opportunities to women out there to fight, to compete, and self-defense, like I said, is so important. So I would have these organizations and I don't know, this working spaces or MMA gyms all over the country for the females specifically who want to train with females, just to learn this for their safety. Yeah.
Do you know that you inspire a lot of people?
I guess.
Okay. So imagine that a 12-year-old little kid, 12-year-old is not a kid anyway, but just imagine that a 12-year-old is sitting down now in Azad, Jammu, Kashmir, watching you while you're doing this, but you're, going about your daily activities, fighting and all that. And she's afraid to pursue what she wants, the goals that she wants for herself, the dreams that she has. She's afraid to pursue that, all because she's a girl in Pakistan.
Yeah.
What would be the advice that you would give to her to keep pushing and keep going for what she wants?
I would just say that be such a rebel kid, you know. I have been that. I would have not listened to anyone coming on my way. And everyone who meets me, because they always, and I understand like somehow I might have that privilege, might have been more fortunate, but it was not always like this. Okay. If I had put my guards down, I would have stopped just when I started. So I want to tell them that fight for yourself, fight for your choices, for your personal values, whatsoever it is. Be it is your family, relatives, friends, whoever, your partner. I mean, you only live once. How can you define yourself within the choices or the box that people have told you to be in? So I understand that people were like, you know, we cannot fight our parents and whatsoever. And I get it. Like, you respect them, understandable. But at some point, you have to do it for yourself. So whoever watched me, whoever listens to me, and whoever tells me they're inspired by me. I've met so many women who do tell me that they're inspired by me and they started doing MMA and all of that because of me. And the constant usually come from their family, and which is very hard. There was one self-defense seminar where a woman, I remember, registered, and then she asked me, you know, that I cannot come. And I was like, why? What happened? And she was like, my mother is very furious about me, you know, taking this seminar. And it made me so angry because if I was at her place, believe me,
you would come.
I would have done anything. No matter how harsh my parents were or whatsoever, I would have run away. I would have joined because I was like that. And sometimes I feel like you have to be like that. You have to be very rebel. As a woman, we have to fight for our freedom, for every single thing. You cannot be asking for freedom. I hate this when women think that freedom is something that their parents or their partner or any other person is going to give them. So, yeah, that's my belief, that fight for it. Yeah, fight like a girl.
I mean, you know, Saria Khan is a brand.
Saria Khan.
Saria Khan is a band. I got it right when I started. Sorry, guys. Saria Khan is a brand. What would be one thing that you would want people to remember Saria Khan as? Saria Khan. Yes, I got it right.
I want people to remember me as a very powerful person.
Okay.
Someone who just was fighting till the end, you know.
Okay.
Be it as an MMA fighter, that's a different thing. But a fighter for the woman rights, equality, and woman empowerment. I just want to do this till my last breath. I mean, I want to fight for the woman out there because I feel like women are such lovely beings, but they're always let down.
Limited.
You see, they're limited, and you would see so many cases around us these days, and it just makes me so sad. The rape cases, the violence.
If only they could defend themselves.
Exactly. And, I understand that I know self-defense, and a lot of people have this question, what if someone points gun on you? What if the situation like Dr. Mahanur went through, you know, the acid attack? And I also question myself every time when I'm going out. I'm also scared sometimes. It's not like that there's no fear. As a woman, there's always a fear that I know self-defense. But
even as a man, I'm scared too, bro.
What if someone point a gun on you? What if someone throws an acid on you? You really don't know. And I know that my defense would not help me, but there's reports, like people should literally search about it. There's the reports, there are facts and figures that women who know self-defense, they're less likely to become, to get into these kind of situations because they would be so aware that beforehand they will get out of that situation, you know, they would be able to save themselves. So I think that's something that I want to do. That I understand that people might have this perspective that self-defense is not going to help us, but it is really going to help you out. Yeah. I would tell you, there was one time when I was walking in the street and the car was passing by, they stopped and they were telling me to sit in the car, and, you know, this was happening. Yeah. And a lot of men and women around me was watching. I was in the busy street. And they were just watching. They said nothing. And they were 4 men. And they could have done anything to me. And I just tell them, you know, of course, I was very bad with my language and all of that. So I asked them to get out of the car. And I was like this. Just because I knew self-defense. I wanted to beat the shit out of them. And I was ready to do that. And I understand that there were 10 men. I might not be able to fight 10 men. But I would do it till my last breath and fight with them. I will do anything. Yeah. So I think that's something I want people to remember me as that. Also, to remember me as a very kind person. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, thank you for coming on the show, and I really love the fact that you gave me the privilege to know about Saria Khan and know about what it is, the challenges you're facing as an MMA fighter in Pakistan. So, just one last question before we close the podcast, which is a question that I always ask everyone, just to know: biryani or pilau?
I like both. If pulao is made by my mother, I would say pulao. But yeah, if biryani anywhere else, yes.
Can Saria Khan cook?
No.
With all this cooking in the cage,
I can only cook there.
You can only cook in the cage.
I am that YouTube person. I would watch a video and then cook, but I hate cooking.
You would watch a YouTube to boil the water.
Yeah, there was a time that I didn't know how to boil eggs. Or fry egg. I can do that now.
Okay, you can do that.
But
now.
I'm not a kitchen person. I don't know. That's something that's not me.
Are you sure that you can fry an egg?
Now I can.
Can you?
Yeah. I will tell you, I'm a person that...
Okay, give me the recipe. Give me the recipe to fry egg.
You put a little bit of oil.
Okay.
You let it heat.
Okay.
And then you break the egg and... just...
Okay. You just break the egg. Where did the onions come in? Where did the green pepper come in? Yeah. Where is the rest of the ingredient?
I do it. I'll tell you something that I'm not good with.
What? Go on. Go on.
I feel like, I can do one thing I'm good at, and that's MMA. That's beating people.
Okay.
I cannot beat eggs.
You cannot beat eggs. Yeah. So if you're hungry, let's say you're very hungry.
I will starve myself and not cook.
Okay, guys, enough. That's it.
That's me.
Class. Okay, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Much.
This was lovely having you and talking to you.
Thank you so much.
I mean, now I know what a life of an MMA fighter in Pakistan looks like. All thanks to you.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for coming once again.
Thank
Assalamu alaikum.
Right, Islam.